And welcome back to Zomboid. We are continuing where we left off in this house. It's getting late. We'll be going to sleep here soon. Let's just rest so we can... Let's try it again. Rest. Right forward till we get rid of our noodle there. Okay. Alcohol wipes. Let's put these in the ground and let's see what we got. Rubbing alcohol, need that. Thread, need that. I'll take the button. I've never once used it, but you never know. Another button. I think I already have a thimble. I'll grab one just in case I don't. I've never really found a need for keeping all these extra, these containers like this. I'm kind of stickler for using it for what it is, so this would strictly be for sewing and stuff in there. And I don't think it has, the encumbrance has anything to do with being inside here. In other words, this only holds 65, but if you can put 50 encumbrance of 3 items in here, heavy items, if it takes up less space in a container. That I don't know. Funny thing is, I don't even remember coming in here. I usually make my episodes just, play like I would normally, several hours worth of play, and just stop them at the end of something and then continue on. And then like the weekend, I just don't record anything. And then I post all the videos up onto YouTube, but then each day publish them, different ones. So it's been a few days since I played. I mean, yeah, I just don't remember being here at all. I know what we're looting these houses, but other than that, I guess we'll go ahead and go to sleep. Watch our stress go all the way up for whatever reason. How do you gain stress when you're sleeping? Unless you're having nightmares. Yeah. Alright, well. I remember coming in here, now that I think about it, and getting water. But I don't remember, do we need... I don't remember if we... Yeah, we already have it. Check mark. The painkillers. Don't need the rest of it. I don't remember if I went through all this. Guess not. So I'll take that. Iron pipes you get from dismantling stuff, so they're not that big a deal. I'll take that because it does all 3, a pretty good amount. And we got books. Remote. We're still with got our bonus electrical. Yeah, I'll just dismantle that. Grab the copper. I'm gaining electrical and scrap electronics from this, so you don't have to carry it around. Oh, like I was saying, iron pipes, you just dismantle some bathtubs, sinks, cars. You'll get a lot of that stuff, so it's not that big a deal. Oh, let's see what we got here. Blacksmithing 2. I don't remember if we have it or not, so I'll just grab it. I'm gonna go ahead and read this. We're going in first there. I'll take the fishing. Maintenance 3. Yeah, why not? Figure out if I have them or not back at the base. I think we still have other books that are just. I better take that just in case. See, it seems like this paperback actually does more. I need to start looking at that, see if they actually are better. Cropping for cash, take that one. Don't really need that. Sheet t-shirt, yeah. We're done with all that. Let's check this, I don't remember if I did. Yep, earbuds, dismantle. Alarm clock again. You can take that, set an alarm, and if you really wanted to, you could like throw it and have the alarm go off and the zombies will hear it and go towards it. Okay, now I do remember now coming in here and all I did was just run straight in. I went right upstairs, that's right, because I was out of energy. Trying to get away from these zombies. I don't need that. I'll take this, even though I don't usually use them. It's better to have a bunch of weapons you're not going to use than to not have them. Empty bucket, why not? There are limits to the amount of stuff that you really need. I do need that, add that to food. But in reality, you know, for the most part, the more you have, the better off you are. I put this in here. Come on. Sometimes it doesn't go in and you gotta click it. Let's put that in there too. I don't need, well actually I should be eating. See if we need to, yeah, fill up. Oh no, that's the bucket, never mind. No. Muffin tray, don't need that. Anything on top, empty saucepan, yeah. Take another one. But I think I'm gonna be done with those. Roasting pan, yes. Have all that. Let's open that. Then we'll eat it. You can decide yourself as to whether you want to eat all your canned goods first and leave your fresh foods because they do a lot more for you, or if you want to eat your fresh foods first. Oh yeah, I wanted to show, let's see, we've survived for 19 days so far. Now, these are skills. I read a lot of the books. We've still got more books that I need to read and get our bonuses up. Need to raise up maintenance, get a bonus for that. That's really important. We need to work on our tailoring. Not so much this other stuff. But here we go. Oh, there's a sprinter. Let's see, we got ammo, golden ring, Hatchet. Good enough. What else we got in here? Leather coat. Good one. I guess we'll keep it, maybe. I think I already have one. This ammo. Anti-games. I don't really need to worry about this stuff really much anymore. Ooh, let's kill this guy. And move on. We need to get rid of some of our weight. Nah. Let's see if we can't do that. Take out a couple of zombies. But I've kind of pretty much taught you everything you need to know to play the game. Definitely everything you need to know just to get in here and do it. Like I said, you can just play. Doesn't take a whole lot. I mean, once you get where you know how to attack things and, you know, defend yourself, everything else is kind of self-explanatory. It's just a matter of actually getting in there and doing it. But pretty much attacking is going to be exactly the same every time. And I've taught you the combat and how to do it. Just always remember to go into your combat stance. That's right click, holding right click, and turning around a lot. Always be walking backwards when you're fighting, except make sure you know what's behind you. Ooh. Yep, right there. Thought I heard one. We got, I guess I'll take that and that. Not going to worry about the rest of it right now. Remember, don't carry watches on you if you can help it, besides the one you have and you know what your alarm is. Because you don't want an alarm on another watch going off. Now you can check all of them you get and it'll tell you if there's an alarm. Let's see. Digital watches. Say alarm set for 12:30. That's just this top one. Alarm set for 3:30. So you can either dismantle or you can go through and turn off the alarm. Or just set alarm and change it. But we need to be up here. Remember, going in crouched takes a lot of energy to sneak around. I'm just gonna go ahead and open this up. He'll see me and he'll come in. That's fine. I'll kill him once he sits there. Ooh, another crowbar. Yeah. And a shovel. Just like that. I don't remember. Oh, there's one at the door. Take the rope. Take this. I'll take another one of those because I don't remember. Don't really need these. They're for the regular masks. Catch on my back. Small hacksaw. You need that for the jewelry. Remember, and they break quick. So if you have a ton of jewelry stuff like gold that you're going to dismantle, you'll go through a lot. I end up with usually a ton of them. Once you have one of these, you don't really need another one. Just keep refilling it. However, you never know if you're going to lose it. It doesn't break. It just runs out. You can refill it. But you can lose it. So you definitely want to make sure you have more than one. I have some already. Used to be you would use them up. So you needed to have more. Now it's not that big a deal. Nah, I'm going to leave that. Now, opening these doors Sometimes they don't. They stay locked. Even though it used to be like in 41 and before, you could open them up from inside, and they would just like a house, automatically open. But sometimes and in 42 here, it stays locked if you don't have a key, and you can't open it from the inside. And then you don't know where the zombie is. Is he here? Is he here? So when you open, you need to be careful. So I don't recommend doing what I just did. But I knew what I was doing. So I did it. Oh, this guy's here. And like you can kill them on the other side of the fence, you can still hit them. But you have to be on the same side of them, just like at a door, that they are, to be able to loot them. So kind of, you know, no reason to kill them on this side of the fence. Unless you're fighting like multiples, in which case, you know, kill a few of them. It's weird that they don't not coming after me, and I'm conspicuous. You would think it would be here, you know, it'd be coming out. It always would in Build 41. They just always seem to know. So I don't know what the deal is there. It just seems like it's a 42 thing. Some box of ammo. You know, we haven't really found. I don't think we found a house that had like guns and ammo other than on the dead, on zombies. You know, like you know, the shotguns we have are all from zombies we killed. Let's see. I don't think we've been in here. Let's go here. Let's just see. Okay. I'm not gonna do a house for sale because, like I said, houses for sale, or you see signs that say for rent, they're usually always empty. There might be a box that they left moving it. It could have something in it, but for the most part, there's nothing in there that you're gonna need. Flag. Other than that, nothing there. That doesn't do any good. Magical woodlands, you would think that had something to do with like carpentry, but it's not. It's just something to get rid of boredom. That's all that does for you. Take the hatchet, because you can always need more axes and stuff. I'll do the leather gloves. So for the most part, the gear you have, if you're not running through stuff, tearing it up like through like running through trees and getting hit with you know, branches, you'll keep it. It won't usually won't degrade. Maybe after time it will, but that's it. But it's fighting zombies. You know, if they bite you or they're tearing at you and ripping at your clothes and stuff, then yeah, we'll take it. You can always use more propane tanks, because you just set one down and refill your torch from it. Oh yeah, we still got food in that one. I totally forgot. We need to go back there and get that food. Don't need any of that. Don't need that. You can wear the rubber gloves, and it is protection. It's just not very much protection. Now the roasting pan, I'm not going to bother with any more saucepans. I think we're good. We do need to see if we need to fill that one up. Bowl, I'll take another bowl. Because remember, like I was saying, extra bowls and pots you can use, because deer hide, it's for tailoring, making stuff. You can use by, you know, like say you made a bowl of oatmeal. Well, now you have one less bowl if you didn't eat it outright. but you might want to raise up your cooking while you're sitting there and use up, like I've done. I've cooked several things out of pot and pans because I don't feel like cooking every day to make sure I have food. And now that I have if I have a refrigerator that works, I can store it all. Now, if power was out, I wouldn't be cooking anything except for what I see, gotta watch out for stuff like that. And it takes a while to transfer weapons, so be careful of that. Not gonna bother with that. I'll take that, and that's good. Video player, dismantle, calculator, dismantle, lucky talk, dismantle. And you can dismantle these lights. That'll give you XP too. And if you need light bulbs, you can take them out of existing lamps and put them, if you need them in your vehicle. Blue lamp, remove light bulb, disassemble. See, you disassemble, you automatically remove the bulb. Just like on a flashlight, you automatically get the battery. So you don't have to do two different ones if you want to disassemble. But if all you wanted was the bulb, you just do that. No. No. Sleeping pills. Hey, you don't need to grab all, like I'm grabbing all the sleeping pills and pain pills that I can. You don't have to. And you may not ever even use them. But I like having them. Rotten, dry food, rotten, liver, all sorts. Well, let's just eat this. It'll give us a mood buff and then help with food. Paint. Don't need that. More paint. Jeez. Is this guy huffing? We'll mark it on the map. But, yeah. Now he's painting pictures. Are we in here? Okay, so we will mark that off and then add note right there. Let's go paint. And then you can change the size of it, the font. So we're going to go there. And then I will, now let's use this, paint, like that. I've never used paint, but there are some things from mods that you can make and that require paint, to match the color and all. I just don't ever worry about it. Okay, so I'm going to take all of this, put it there. We already marked this on the map, so we can just run out. I'm overloaded. We need to. Oh man, zombies. Okay, just in case they come out and they see me and they come after me, I don't want to be. I'd rather have the food done and not losing it versus getting rid of all my gear. All the stuff that I'm overloaded with. What else we got? Yeah, salami. Yeah, okay. We just got to remember. That's why I was going to move my vehicle up, but since we're here and we need to remember this, I think I'll just stay right there. This guy's got some, a duffel bag, yeah. What's funny is, now that we found a duffel bag, we're finding duffel bags. While we went with our sling bag for a long time. Come on. else we got? Aluminum fragments. Propane tank, that's the biggest one. And these all the pieces you get from doing electronics, like radio transmitters, radio receivers, you only really need that if you're going to craft radios and stuff like that. And we're full. Let's see if we can't get rid of some of these smaller items. Excuse me. Okay. I'm going to hold on this club hammer because in case this wood mallet goes out, I can just swap to another weapon. Excuse me. So, anyway, back to this. So it's like 26. Now, this is only 8. Thing is you can only put 26 pieces of encumbrance in here, 26 points. Okay, except if you put in an object that's bigger than that. So like, you can't put in one that's 16, have 10 left, and then put in one that's 15. But it's 26, you can put in something that's 40. Because, I think I already said it, I guess the developers realize that you might find things that you need to carry and that you want to have in your base. We already got that. We need that. So they made it so you could put something. However, I have had problems. Like I did the wood burning stove once. It's one of the best items you can find. Put that in there. Because you can just water and pestle. I think we have one, but we need that. You need that for like gunpowder. Vanilla bar. Let's eat that. Because it just, especially in winter, if you run out of power, you just burn wood. Don't need that. Nothing there. Nothing there. Go ahead and drink all of this. Fill that. Used to be when you drank soda, you would end up with a soda can, an empty soda can. Now, for the most part, they've gotten rid of that, but there are still some. Well, there's a basement. Glue. Always need more glue. Glue can be used for mechanic work as well as other type of crafting. Making things. Nothing there. Don't need anything in there. What do we got? Nope. Paperback. Really shouldn't be opening doors like this. I'm going to go ahead and take this key because that basement, and I don't want to necessarily have to dismantle the door if I don't have to. Got a hoodie. Headphones. Dismantle. Earring. There's another key. Turtleneck sweater. I think we got enough of them, but I'll take one more just in case. Ooh, leather coat again. And if all you found was leather, we talked about how I do use rags for training of tailoring. If all you had was leather, you can just use that. Especially with my mod, since it puts one patch in and removes it and puts it back in. You don't use up as much of your items as you would normally, because you're getting some of it back. However, with low tailoring, you do use some of it, so you can use up all your leather. But if, for instance, you found a ton of leather items, you can put them all down to strips. Let's see if we're needing a drink yet. Nope. And yeah, that's it. Now we'll go to that basement, and then just use basements to train. Basement. Use your leather to train. See logs? See how it's got these in it? It's not always the same. Like in this case, it's just showing the one. But if you right click, you know, tree branch, you can do different things. Large branch, you can saw it. Some things you can craft with these. You know, let's go here. Let's go to craft. See what there is. Saw large branch. That might be it. If I had more, like, I can go ahead and carve it up because that'll give me carving. But I don't need the items. But this is one good way to get your carving up if you're not, you know, just carve whatever you find and then drop it on the ground because you don't need it. Drop the stick. See, there's a wood burning oven with firewood. But we have well, we can go get my the tank that I usually see. This is the first bit of ammo we found because we haven't gotten to the police station. That's only the place there usually is. Not gonna bother with 22. I really shouldn't bother with these. However, could probably use more gunpowder. I just don't know if, like I was saying before in another video, is some of these you can't. They just are ammo. You can't disassemble the ammo to get gunpowder. I don't know if that's just how it is or if that was always my mod that I used that gives me these different ammos. So you can pick the light up and move it if you needed to. We don't, like I said, we don't really need that because if we go back and get that tank, it has generators. Ooh, there must be a zombie here. Well, let's come over here. Hey. And as long as it has power, you don't run out. I would probably explain it once I was there, but since we haven't done it, and see, I could carve a spear with that. Used to be just cut down trees and you have a log, you would carve that into a spear. Or no, a plank. Yeah, if you got to a plank, you might carve that into a spear. Now, you have to have long sticks. And the only way to get long sticks, I think, is by finding like a tree branch or something. And we'll take these leather gloves. Because like I was saying before, it could, they can't really do anything with that. You might, it could get tore up, the gloves. So it's always best to have some. Yeah, it was freezing. Yeah, that's the only item. I'll just hold it on to me. I might eat it in a little bit. Okay, anything around? Okay, now we'll go to my map and we will mark that off. Same thing there. I don't think we did that one. Sanatorium, I've been there. I just don't remember what it is. It's at the end of something. We probably should read it just because I don't remember. What was this? Small new tire rubber? I don't know if we actually need it, but I'll grab that. Propane lantern bottle, why not? I've never used the propane lanterns. I usually find some. We don't need that. What was this hand? Yeah, let's go to that. Just because no, I think that was no, that was one like it was near Ravens Creek, which is I don't think that's the same one. I thought there was one in Ravens Creek, just down the road from that. That's a mod, really great mod. It adds a whole town, the town of Ravens Creek City. Yeah, okay. What was this? Oh, photograph. That's really cool. It's probably as big as Louisville. In my opinion, way more interesting. Louisville is only great, you know, because it's a ton of zombies and it's a real challenge. See, we don't need that. Yeah, let's dismantle it. I haven't really found a difference in flashlights, heavy duty or regular one. Pineapple. Wait a minute, we got where was salami? Yeah, let's eat the whole thing. Where were we on? Wait, yeah. Here we go. Probably don't need. Oh, let's check this radio. Nope. See how they were all ones we've checked have been different stations. We haven't found one that did the emergency broadcast channel. Let's take. Can we fill that? No, that goes here. Baking pan, baking tray. No. Pasta. Rotten poppies. I don't need another one of those. Frying pan. I don't remember if we have two of those yet or not. Frying pan, grill pan, or griddle, should say, is the same thing. We'll go ahead and take it. Let's put all this in the freezer for now. Finish looting. And nothing. Underpants, don't need. Anything here? Hair dryer. Dismantle. I forgot to set my timer again, so we'll have to check it. Take the buckle, thread. No, don't need that. Long socks, heavy socks, already got several of those, and nothing. Let's see, we already got plenty of those now. Let's see what this is. I know West Point, but what is this? Yeah, is that a store, or is that? Oh, yes it is. Okay. Probably that one. Okay. May not ever even go to West Point, but we can. Okay. I am going to grab this stuff. We'll take it down there to that other refrigerator. I want to get that, but I'll probably, I really don't feel like walking. Did we do all these houses? Yes. So we only have here. So I might as well drive, grab the stuff, drive up to here and drop it off in a new refrigerator. They should have seen me. Yeah, we're out of energy. These bodies smell. Oh yeah. We're out of room in the truck. We got that zombie probably saw me. So let's go here. Drop this off. That. Some screws. Frying pan. That stuff weighs a lot. That. This book. And you can turn around in your vehicle to see things. Sprinting. The spear. We're not going to do spear yet. I'll go ahead and throw this in here because we're already What do we got? Let's go with some ammo. Let's see, we're at 24, 26, so we're probably not going to make all this stuff. Yep, that's it. Okay, let's put whatever we can back in here. Hold that off on me. And since I have it set to not use light bulbs, you don't really need light bulbs for anything else other than whatever might break, like your vehicle. You'll use them there. I just don't feel like messing with light bulbs all the time. Alright, we're going to be overloaded again, but we are going to drive. I'd love to kill all these zombies here, but let's do that. There they go. And we'll move up. And then run in here and drop this foods off in this freezer. Yep, close. Put that on the ground. Okay. Fresh. And some, like at home I won't do this, my own base. But because it's all food and we're not, I just put it all in there whether it freezes or not. Even stuff that isn't food, just because it's storage space. And right now we don't have any, so I'll just jump this off, throw them all in one place, and then go back or continue looting and put them all in one place versus carrying it to several places or me making trips back and forth to our base just to put stuff up and then coming back out. So like here I will just continue looting. Sugar, that way I don't have to come back and do it here or remember if I did or not. You can just do it. Don't need any of that. Nothing there. Check here. I already have a nimble. I already have all that. Grid remote. Dismantle. And because those zombies were way down there, they didn't see me run in. They might go to my vehicle and hang out there, in which case they could see me from it, just through the windows. Let's see, there's nobody out there. When we do, the actual Let's Play, which will be, there we go, I killed it, me playing. I just finished up a friend of mine's setup so he could play, a roommate, but he didn't know. I told him I was doing it, but I guess he didn't pay any attention that I was putting on sprinters and a higher population. It's not like insane. I don't do that. I just prefer it to be a little bit more than normal than the default setting. No, not all that. And as soon as he spawned in, he decided to go to Echo Creek. Let's see what this is. I don't know if this is a building or... okay, so it's like right in here. He spawned in one of the trailers that are just north of the gas station. And there were already zombies there. He took deprived, so he didn't have any weapons or anything like that. He didn't take burn victim like I would have to get the extra points. Broken banjo, see, you can use that as a weapon, but don't need to. So as soon as he spawned in, they were already attacking. They were already trying to break into his place. there's a window. And so he had to run out, but then he, got attacked by 2 sprinters at the same time. Ooh, there we go, seed packet. Need one of those. I'll take that, I guess. And so he died as soon as he spawned in. Okay, don't need any of that. We'll check the inside of this vehicle if it's, yeah, see, duct tape. A local shelter, okay. Some of these I've never seen. Right there. There's a key. I guess it was in the ignition. Let's go ahead and do this one. Then we need to mark them on the map, and then do the house over here. Nothing in there. But yeah, once we do we actually get to playing, we'll have a bit more fun. I don't know if I need another one. We do have the 2. Is there something here? No. Yeah, make sure you always check the area too. Like, not just there, but either if you have proximity, you can do it. But if you want to know more, like just what specifically, then this right here was just on the ground or on the countertops or whatever. Don't need that. Need that. And then do freezer. Run. We can leave that alone. Okay, so we'll grab that on the way out. Go down here. And nothing. If we wanted that shelf, we go ahead and grab it. It's like if you're going to stay in one area, like if you wanted to go to have one, stay at one place, have one main base that you build, but then you also still wanted to go to, say Louisville to to explore that. Just pick a town that's close to Louisville that you can do, like Muldrow. That was one of the first. That was the very first place I ever spawned into playing. It is, and it's a good start. And then take it and build your base there, and just travel to Louisville if you want, and then loot it and all that. And the same thing with other ones. You can just travel and then come back to your base. That's your building. Okay. Let's go ahead and do this. Oh, a trailer. I can use a trailer. Fix a flat. You can use to do tires. See how it moved? Because I just picked it up and it moved. You got to watch out for that. You could be in the middle of something and you go to grab something and your character will automatically just move. That's some bolts. We'll take that. I can make more of those. I don't think I need a small sheet, but we'll take these out. This tackle box. Fishing basket is like the tackle box. Looks like it's either holding a lure or it's holding fish, one of the two. Let's take that out. Then we'll put bobber in there. Fishing line, fishing lure. Well, let's check. Yeah, rotten uncooked. But it's a way of carrying fish if you wanted to. Come reduction of 50. Tackle box 50. They both are 7, so you can just use the one to carry, if you wanted to carry your food and stuff with it. But otherwise, just put them all in there. Take the flashlight out of that. Tools are done. We're not going to bother with that. Let's go ahead and read this. And then, oh, we're full up. Well, we can't go in there. Once it fills up, you can't pick up anything. You have to change your inventory. Then get it. And then decide if you want to, powder, I don't know. See, sunflower, yeah. Wheat seeds. decide if you want to carry it in your offhand or inventory. And I recommend like we did this magazine. See, I put it here because if you, it puts it wherever you read it at, it puts it right back to it was, where the container it was in. So if you want to carry it and take it home, which we don't need to once we do that, as long as we put it in our journal, then we're good. Then we'll save it. For sale, pregnant, nothing there. Here, nope. Yeah. Let's go drop stuff off. Get our hammer, kill this guy. Come on. Yeah. Is it a UPS guy? There aren't any of those as far as I know, but that's what it kind of looks like. We're actually full up. We can't carry a whole lot more. I'm not even going to bother with that stuff. But the top box, yeah. Weed seed, that's more important. This stuff will drop on the ground. We already got ammo, so let's just dump that in there. See, it's already getting almost completely full. There. Weight's done. So when it's time to leave, we'll have to put that in our main inventory, and then we'll be overloaded. Let's go ahead and go over here. So that means we will have to get out of here once we grab that stuff. But we'll loot this. This will be this whole side done. Yeah, be careful of going to windows when there's something here. If there's a table, you'll walk across. So if there's a zombie standing here, it'll be attacking you while you're moving. Same thing if they come through, they hit it, and they have to go across where they can attack you, and then you can smash them. Yeah, I don't need any of that. And always be careful of walking across that glass, because you never know when your boots or whatever your shoes you're wearing. Let's check. Where are we at? Military boots? Yeah, see, our condition is still good, but you never know when they're going to deteriorate. I'll take this. Frying pan, we already grabbed one. We don't need another one. If it was a griddle pan, maybe, even though they do the same stuff. See, it picked all these places that are ready. Anything here? Frying pan, we already have a couple of those. We already have a whisk. Fill this up. Pickle, milk. Put it in the freezer for now. What was it? See what I mean by checking? Always have to be walking, checking your stuff on the ground. Zombie was here. Fresh cooked. Take that. We don't need that one. We'll take these seeds and stuff because we're gonna need we might need to start a crop, farm. Monthly. Symbol. Technologies. Radios we already have. I already have that one. We'll take the sneaking. And that one. Yeah. Okay. Let's go in here. Anything? Nothing. Let's look out here. Anything? Nope. Close that door, that way nothing comes in while we're messing around. Yeah, try to remember to change your weapon to the weapon you plan on using. I mean, it doesn't matter, you can still use a screwdriver. It just doesn't do very much damage. And it wears it out. causes damage to the screwdriver. And you always need a screwdriver. Yeah, firecrackers. I've never used them, but I'm thinking you should probably be able to light them up and throw them, and they start popping, and zombies come running. See, when there's doors damaged like that, a fanny pack. Let's put it on the ground and let's check. Chocolate bar, okay. State Trooper Dash Bulldiver? Yeah, we'll grab it just because in case I lose my gear sometime, I have stuff to fall back on. It's like to have everything. One of everything that I'm normally wearing, as well as other gear that I may or may not want to wear at any given time. Like for instance, sneakers. They give you run bonus, so when you're running after zombies, run away from them, you can run a little faster. However, if you're running as 10, you don't need it so much. I mean, it still helps, but you don't. Oh, we gotta do this one too. Okay. Let's go ahead and do it and then come back to this food. The door's open. I thought I was already here. Or did I just not mark it? Yeah, we've been here. Yeah. Okay. Thought so. Wait, what? Oh. Somebody inside. And we probably should just go in here and sleep. But I'd rather do that back at the other house. Yeah, grab this food. Get the heck out of here. And that was it. So, could have just carried that. Yeah, so like once I get high enough running that shoes won't matter. I'd rather stomp on zombies and kill them quicker. We need to turn the truck off. Even though it's not using any. Sugar's too heavy for that, so I can't do it. Yeah, it doesn't need to be in there, but why not? Yeah, and that's it. Okay. Yeah, just like if I had Axe 10 or something and I wanted to work on other things, I probably just would stop carrying around an axe and just use it strictly for cutting wood, chopping trees down. I don't know why I do that. It doesn't change anything. Well, let's wake up and we need to check the timer. 1 second. Right at an hour. Oh, I was watching YouTube before that, looking at videos. Okay. Well, let's make sure we have all this marked. Yeah, I didn't do that. Oh yeah, I did. Yeah, no, we did. The garage. Yeah, all that's done. All those paint. We still need to get inside there. I don't remember if I had a crowbar then and we couldn't use it to pop them, but you should be able to. Should be able to disassemble it with either a torch or my hammer. maybe we need to go try that again. So let's just take all of this stuff. Nothing fits in there. Okay. Put it all in this inventory. 827, 28, and go up to 50. But the more it is, the more overloaded you are, the more damage it causes. However, it's a good way to raise up strength and fitness. Putting all this stuff in and 48. And moving around as fast as you can. We'll go this way. Yeah, we're gonna do a let's play. Ooh, see, gotta be careful with that. After all this, so that you can see how you're supposed to play. A lot more action, because I'll play with more zombies. Be more about killing things and looting as much as we can, instead of me trying to teach you this stuff. I won't have to, and we can just play. I'll pull up here so that all that's right here. Pull up, so let's just go here. Anyway, I'll end this video right here. I'm just gonna finish up taking all this stuff, putting it all away, make sure no zombies come here and try to kill me. And I will, like I said, just do this inventory stuff, and then we'll take the next episode from here. Anyway, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. And hopefully this goes unsaid, but well, it's not going to be unsaid because I'm going to say it. But subscribe if you want to. You don't have to. It's all up to you. I'm not going to push it. I'm one of those people that harp on all the time. Just if you want to, you can. Like the video if you want. Otherwise, that's all up to you. What you want to do. I understand this can be kind of boring. And if you're not trying to learn how to play, then doing all this is kind of, like I said, boring and pointless. But hopefully maybe you learn something, and if not, you at least see that see what other people do. That's what I look at, and then figure out why they do what they do. Yeah. So it's entirely up to you, but it sure does help. And we will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.